Okay. So we are going to start. Okay. So today we are going to look at Steve computer. That is the subject which we are looking at this time. I welcome all of you to this class. Most welcome. How is everyone?
Good.
Fine.
We are fine. Can you put on your
Okay.
videos and
Yes.
say hi to everyone? Put on your videos and say hi. Put on your videos and say hi.
Hi.
Okay, how many of us are seated on their computers? How many of us are on their computers? Okay, I can see we are there. So today, we have been looking at the computer theory all along. Today, let's look at practical briefly, and then we keep interchanging because we can't study a computer only on theory. We need to keep interchanging our lessons. You get the idea?
Yes.
Yeah, and for those who miss, still the recording will be there. They will get what to practice with. So let me share the question we are supposed to handle. You can see that screen. Okay, so we want to start with Microsoft Word. There is a question. It says that using a word processor of your choice. I see Henry has raised up the hand. Yes, Henry. Henry, can you speak? Okay, Henry is quiet. So we are going to use the word processor to type the document below using Comic Sans font style in font size 14 and save it as reading lesson 1. For those who haven't conducted practicals, we shall go step by step. We see how to open a program, how to save it. Elsa, you are drinking in while we are in class. Shame upon you. Okay, so we are going to open a word processor. We type this work first, and then we answer the question slowly. So we need to get both theory and practical skills. Okay, so this is how we are going to open our word processor. Just look at my screen and how I will be doing it. Where the step you don't get, please you inquire. Okay. Can you see my entire screen? Can you see where I'm pointing? Look at bottom left. Can you see bottom left?
Yes.
Okay, we can see bottom left. When I minimize, let me first end this. We can see the desktop now. Okay,
Yes.
so on my desktop, I'm going to right click. I go to new. You're following?
Yes.
I create a folder. I can call this one computer lesson.
Yes.
I press enter. I open this folder. After opening, I right click inside. I go to new and choose Microsoft Word. You following? So when I click Microsoft Word, they have said that we call this one reading lesson 1. So when I do that, I can press enter twice. It opens.
Yes.
Has my program opened?
Yes.
Yes.
Alternatively, you can start Microsoft Word by clicking on Start. You can see the menu, bottom left.
Yes.
Then I say All Programs. You see that?
Yes.
Then I click here, you can scroll, and then you click Microsoft Office. From the list here, you pick Microsoft Word 2010.
Yes.
When it opens, now you save it. You click on File, Save As. Now you choose the location. So I can click Desktop on the left side. So here you pick your folder. So I can pick my folder. Then I give this one Reading Lesson 2, because I already have one, they will collide. Okay. Then you tap on Save. So when I close and I open my folder, I see 2 files. So I can delete this one and remain with this one. I open. Now here is where we are supposed to type this work. Can you see my screen again?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's where we are going to type our work. I will not type everything because time is not with us. I will just copy the question, I mean the text. After copying it, I come and paste it here. You can see my screen well?
Yes.
So if you can see my screen well. So for example, we shall say you are done with typing, and that's what you have. So remember, can you see the question here?
Taking the recording.
Are you seeing the question? Okay. No, before we go to questions, we need to first turn this text to be the way it is appearing here. They told us that this text must be in font size 14. You see that? That your text should be in font size 14. Comic Sans. So those are the ones we need to handle now. So who is going to tell me how to handle that?
What?
What can we do to do that?
Pardon?
How can we handle? How can we handle Comic Sans font size 14 on this text? So can you see my text in Microsoft Word?
Yes.
So that means that I will highlight. After highlighting, I come this section of font style. You see that?
Yeah.
So there, they want me to look for Comic Sans, so you can type it comic. It comes, select it. Then here, they say that we use font size 14. So when you look at this text, it is justified. And what do we mean by justifying? It is ending on the same line. And then you can see we have words that are crossed through. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to go back to our Word document. This text you highlight again, come here and do justify so that it is ending on the same line. After that, there is a text that was crossed through here to the ground and sends Jack to. So here, you come here, you see that section, strike through.
Yes.
You go there and cross it. So after doing this now, do some saving, and now we go and continue with the questions. So questions are here. These are the questions we need to answer. Who can read for us question 1?
One is covered.
Come again.
I think you covered it. Covered. We
I've
can't
covered
see.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Need to go down a little.
Can you see it?
No.
You can't see it.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay, let me share it again.
Yeah.
Yes, you have covered it, sir.
It's not.
How of now?
I just misnumbered, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see, but you wrote the letters wrongly. You started with the B.
Come again.
yes, you started with the 27,
I started with 27. What do you
28,
mean?
28, sorry.
No.
No,
Started with
I don't know what
B
you are meaning.
and paste it on.
No, there were.
The numbering was confusing, but it's we can see the questions.
Okay, so the numbering I think is not there. Numbering question A was this, that we typed this,
Oh yeah, yes.
and then part B is there.
Okay.
I think they are yes.
Yes. Copy all the text and paste it on page 2. You get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so having got that in mind, we come to our text again. So you can see our text. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do we do to put it to page 2? Members, I will need you to raise hands. What do we do to put it to page 2? Raise up your hand and direct us. Members, mute if you are not speaking. Let's mute. There is too much noise coming down. So what you do, you have to highlight your work. You see that? So after highlighting, you right click and copy. Alternatively, after highlighting, you come under the home tab and you click on copy. You see that option? You've seen that option?
Yes.
So after copying, you come and click around there at the end of your text. So when you click there, you move up to insert. That's the insert tab. When you click on insert, you say blank page. So you tap on blank page. It creates a new page. Do you see the new page? We have page 1 on top, page 2 separated by that boundary.
And page
so yes, so here is
Yes.
page 2 and the cursor is breaking in page 2. Now you go back home tab up here. So you need to observe very well where I put the pointer. Is that okay? So that you are not confused.
Yes.
So you go back under home tab and click here, paste. Alternatively, you can right click and you choose paste. You see that? So
Yes.
after doing that, you
Yes.
do saving. Alternatively, you press Ctrl and S on your keyboard. So we are now on page 2. Let's go back to the question. Who can read B? I mean C.
Include
C.
Include a centered heading, Jack and the Beanstalk, and format it to size 28 orange color with a green wavy underline.
Okay. So here, what are we going to do? So they need a heading here. Remember, we are now working on page 2. So they need a heading here. So you have to click here, you press enter key so that you create space on top. Then they are saying we write the heading Jack And
We
the
aren't
bin.
seeing.
Okay,
We
let
are
me
not
share.
seeing.
Oh, let me share that screen. I left you on the one for questions. Okay. So here they want us to add a heading on this page too. So you have to click there. You press enter. Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
So you click on top now. You write Jack and hold down shift and figure 7 on top to get that symbol. Jack and the beanstalk. Something like that. That after writing it, what should you do? That you are going to format it to font size 28, color orange. Let's answer that. So highlight it. Come here to font size. You can see font size.
Yes.
So here choose 28. After choosing 28, I mean 28, put it to center align. When you put it to center underline, they want font color is located there. So click that down arrow and now come and choose orange. What else? The question still is telling us 28 orange color with a green wave underline. So still our heading, we need to format it. We need to underline it. So you come to this section of underline, click that down arrow for more. You come and choose the wave. You can see the wave underline. After choosing it, but it is now in orange color. We need it in green color. So come back to underline color, you choose green. Is that okay, members? Are we together? Yes. So that was what they wanted on the heading. That format the heading with font size 28, orange color with a green wave underline. Who can read for us part D?
Change the spacing for all paragraph of text to 1.5.
Okay, we are now going to look at line spacing. So with line spacing, what you do, you can see my screen again.
Yes.
Okay, so you highlight. After highlighting, so I want you to be keen, you mark the difference, I mean, the space between lines. We have line 1, line 2, line 3. So we want to increase the space in between the lines, and that is what we call line spacing. So you come around there, line spacing and paragraphing. This one is located still on the home tab. So click there, choose 1.5. Are you seeing the difference? The space between the lines has increased. That's what it means. So when you do changes, you have to go and save or click File, choose Save. Next on the question, you can read. Part E. Yes.
Drop a cap on 2 line, the letter beginning paragraph 1.
You have the question?
Me, sir.
Yes. Ask.
No, I was reading.
Okay, thank you. So they are telling us that we make a drop cap on the first paragraph, that letter that begins that paragraph. So you have to highlight it. You see that letter J that is beginning paragraph 1. So you have to highlight it.
Yes.
Then you come to insert tab. Reaching on insert tab, you come to this section of
Yes.
drop cap. You see that section of drop cap?
Yes.
So when you click there, you come to more drop cap options. When you get that, it comes like that. So here, click on dropped. The question is saying that we drop cap on two lines, the letter beginning paragraph 1. So we need to drop cap it 2 lines. So when you choose dropped in the middle, you come here, lines to drop, type 2 or reduce them to 2, and then you click OK. You have been seeing that in newspapers. That's how you do it, and that's the drop cap. Any question there? Okay, you save changes. Then next on the question, someone else who wasn't read can read for us F and its bullet. F and its bullet. Who is ready? Yes, Kabwa. Speak loud. We can't hear Kabwa. Esther, read for us question F.
I'm here, sir.
Okay, read question F.
Insert an auto space of us of a space.
No. Read very well. Read very well.
So my network is down.
No, there is a way you are reading the words. You are changing their meaning.
Which question?
F.
F
Yes.
is insert an auto shape
Of
that's what
Yes.
of
Continue.
a face in the middle of paragraph 1.
Then the bullet.
Wrap text around it tight.
Okay, let's do that.
tight.
You can see my screen again.
Yes.
No?
For the text.
Yes.
Okay. So here they are telling us that we insert an auto shape of a face in paragraph 1. So here you have to go to insert tab. You come to shapes. You can see my drop down for shapes.
Yes.
So here you pick
Yes.
that. You see why I've pointed? Similar face. It's there. So you click on it.
Yes.
Then you come and draw around here.
Yes.
Something like that. So they told us in the middle of paragraph 1. And then after, you wrap it tight. So when you draw such an auto shape, you click on it, you come to the format tab. You can see the format tab.
Yes.
Reaching format tab, you come to wrap text. So when you click on wrap text, you choose tight. So you can see that now it has created space for the diagram, not for the text. At first it was covering the text, but now they have created space for it, where to see it. That's what it means. Wrap it tight in that text. So for the move, you can move it anywhere. So I will send this question when you get a computer, try out. Where you fail, use the recording. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, we continue with the question.
Yes, sir.
Who is reading part G? Part G.
Insert a watermark as reading lesson.
Okay. So again to our work, are we there? So in this work, to insert a watermark, you first get out of your text, like here, this drawing is selected or this auto shape is selected. You first click out. Then you go to page layout tab. Reaching page layout tab, you come to watermark.
Yes.
So when you reach watermark, move down to custom watermark. So when you reach custom watermark, it will load. And then here you choose text watermark.
Yes.
Then replace this word ASAP or as soon as possible. Put there reading.
Lesson.
The question, I mean, the watermark was what?
Reading lesson.
Okay, reading lesson. So you put it there. You can change things to do with colors, all these ones I was. So if I choose that, you can choose it to be diagonal or horizontal. Then you click OK. So you can see something in the background like that. That is a watermark. We are clear. Next question, let me save. We go back to our question. Part H. Part H.
On page 2. On page 2 below the text, use a table of 7 rows and 3 columns to design your class timetable.
7 rows, 3 columns, right?
Yes. To design your class timetable.
Yes, so here, here, they want us to put our timetable. So you can click here and press enter. So we go to insert. We are going now to learn how to create tables. So you go to insert, table. You move down to insert table. Click there. Number of columns, they want how many? We can go back.
Three.
It is here. Rows, 7, columns, 3.
Yes.
Okay, there we are. Columns, 3, rows, 7. You click OK. That is our table.
Okay.
That is our table.
All right.
So, having got such a table now, what else do they want? It's there, Roman I.
Modify the table in H and make it appear like the one below.
Yes, so they want us to do those designings. We do those things. So we are going to see how to do that. Yeah, we want to modify our table so that it looks like this one. Hope, are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we start modifying our table. When you look at the first line here is highlighted, you right click and choose merge cells. So when you merge, it becomes one row like that.
Yes.
See that? So after merging, they want you to put the heading timetable for reading lessons. So we can write there timetable for reading lessons. So when you do that, you can highlight it, put it to center, you can bold it, you can increase font size, something like that. So after increasing your font size, you can as well highlight it. You come around here for shading and choose a color. Alternatively, you can highlight, you right click where you have highlighted. You come and say borders and shading. Reaching borders and shading, you come to shading tab. Here, fill color. You use that color and then you click OK. Those are both ways that you can do that. Members, are we together? We need to mute. Okay, so here, next on our table, we have these statements, class 2, class 3. Then we have days of the week, Monday to Friday. We can also include those. So here we have class 2. Here we have class 3. So here we can put days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So after putting those days of the week, what else do they want? We go back to our design. You can see that
Yes.
these are called patterns. Those are called patterns. So we want to put those patterns, we call them grids. So this is what we are going to put. So that first one, it's found here. We first highlight, we right click and merge cells so that it is one. So after merging it, still we can right click, we go to borders and shading. So when we go to borders and shading, under borders and shading, we have borders, page borders, then we use the tab for shading. And now we use patterns, this section. We click the down arrow, we scroll down up to there. So we choose DK grid. So when you choose that, make sure it applies to cell, you click OK. So those are the DK grid. You can still see my screen very well. Okay. Then after putting that, let's check on our question again. We have these ones. On our table, we go back and highlight these two. After highlighting them, right click, merge cells. Can you see my screen, colleagues? Can you see the screen? So
Yes.
after merging, again, right click, borders and shading, under shading tab, patterns, scroll down and choose LOT vertical. So when you click on LOT vertical, you click OK, you get them like that. Again, on our question, then on our question again, we have this. Now, this one is one cell, but is now split into two. So we want to split it and then we work on it. We go back to our question, highlight that. After highlighting it, you right click and say split cells. So on splitting, you can put as many columns as you want. For example, you can put 5. I have divided it into 5. But then for us, our question was about splitting it into 2. So you can undo by tapping there or Ctrl Z. So you right click, split cells, and then you put 2 columns, you click OK. So after splitting, now highlight that one, you apply the DK grid, right click, borders and shading, under shading, patterns, scroll down and click on decay grid, you click OK. Then here, don't know whether that is the order. Let's first check. Okay, that's the order. We go back here, right click, borders and shading, patterns, you choose LT, vertical, you click OK. So far, that is our table. So let me share this. Now, tell me what is remaining so far. Study it very well and tell me the remaining elements. Observe it. Who has seen the first observation? You raise up your hand and tell us what we need to do next. Esther, have you seen anything we need to add on our table? When you look at this table in the question. Yes, Joel. Unmute and speak, Joel. Joel or Elisha?
Yes. We have to get the key. It's the key that's missing.
No, before the key, we haven't completed this table. Observe it very well.
Oh, the table is bold, like the borders.
The borders are bold. Yes, bonus.
We are missing break.
Okay, break. Borders are bold. Okay, let's do that. So on this table, now what we are going to do is to add the word break, and you see how it is done. Someone in the chat is saying, are you understanding, guys? Judith, you are lost. So here we want to design our table and add the borders. So we come to insert. You come to table, then draw table. Then you highlight and draw there. You've seen the line that I've drawn?
Yes.
Okay, so after drawing that line, you take back the pen by tapping there. After taking back the pen, yes, bonus, your hand is still up. Bonus. Okay, let's continue. Now, after drawing that line, you highlight like that. You right click and merge cells. So it becomes like that. Then you draw, you write break. After writing your word break, highlight it, right click on it, go to text direction. When you click on text direction, you can see here in our question, break is starting from bottom upwards. So we go back to our text. So we choose that one, isn't it? Then you click OK. That's how break is. Go to the home tab, put it to center using that. You can bold it. You can increase font size to the size you may need. So after we have put break, we are now going to highlight our table. To highlight the entire table, you have to tap on that icon like that. It selects your entire table. In the chat, someone is saying, okay, so they are responding your fellow chat. So here, you tap there. After doing that, right click, borders and shading. Then now we use borders here. Don't use page borders, but we are now using borders. So when you select borders tab, around here, choose grid. When you choose grid, come this side under width, you can choose something like 4.5. You can even get a color if you want and you use it. If you don't want, leave it. Then you click OK. So you can have it bolded and the word break. Members, is that okay? And are we together?
Yes.
So hopefully we have got what is here. We have done the thick border. We have put the heading. We have put break. Now we need to go to the key. Let's work on the key. So after doing that, you can work on the key. Yes, Yona, your hand is up.
Like, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is bound. Okay, like the boundary of the table, like it must be highlighted. Like, am I right?
Come again.
Like the boundary of the table.
Yes.
It must be bolded, not so?
Yes.
But in the table of ours, it is not bolded.
It is. Let's go back there. This is the, what is the question? Can you see the question?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let me reshare it. You can see the question now?
Okay.
Isn't it bolded?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. There we just changed the color. We wanted to adventure more. So we are now going to handle the key. Someone says wants me to redo the procedure for break. Okay. Let me do that quickly. So our table was like that. I had to go to insert, then table, draw table. I have done that. Sorry, let's use a smaller line. Okay. So you draw your line. After drawing your line.
Can't see.
Oh, okay. Let me display it again. Okay, one of your colleagues requested that I redo the break procedure. So I said you go to insert, table, then draw. You put a line there. After drawing the line, hopefully you can see.
Yes.
So after drawing the line, now you take back the pen by tapping there, or you go to insert, table, draw, so that the pen goes away. You highlight, right click, merge cells, highlight, right click, merge cells, write the word break. After writing it, highlight it, right click, text direction, choose that, click OK, go home tab, center, bold, increase font size, something like that. Now we need to highlight our table and give it a dark border or a thick border. So click there to highlight the entire table. Right click, borders and shading. Now from here, click borders, choose grid, Width, choose around 4.5. Then I said, if you want, you can put some color. Then you click OK. That is our table with break and the thick border. So next is to put the key. So let's write key, something like that. You could actually change it back to Times New Roman. So key, let me share screen. This is our key. You can see screen. Key is there. We have this one, Teacher Agnes, this one, Teacher Helen. How are we doing that? So get back to our question. Press enter. So here you can bold this. So here we shall draw a table. Insert table. So insert a table of at least 4 columns and 1 row, like that. So that here we have, here we are having the DK grid. So here we are applying our patterns. So right click, borders and shading, shading, patterns, style, DK grid, like that. Click OK. Also this, right click, borders and shading, patterns, put there, LT vertical, click OK. So when we go back to our question, here we have Teacher Agnes, Teacher Helen. We can see that. So let's do that. This is Teacher Agnes. Then here, Teacher Helen. Something like that. But now, when you study very well our key, when you study this key very well, you can see here Teacher Agnes has nothing to do with any border, even this. It is as pure white, right? Plain white. We need to remove those borders. We need to remove those borders. And how? Let me share screen. Share screen here like this. You highlight that. You right click, borders and shading, come to borders. So when you reach borders, you are going to remove that. You can see there.
Yes.
And you tap there, it goes away. You click OK. So when you look at Teacher Agnes, the border has gone. Then let's see for Teacher Helen, it has no top, bottom, and right. Let's do that. Highlight Teacher Helen, right click, borders and shading, borders, remove that, and remove that. You click OK. That is our key. Are you getting it, members?
Yes.
So you save changes. So here, our question here is almost done. That is our page 2. Page 2 is like that. Remember, page 1 must remain original for you to earn marks for typing. So page 1 is like that. Page 2, we added a heading, an auto shape, a watermark, a drop cap, and a table well modified. Lastly, on the question, they are telling us
insert a heading.
Insert a header of your name and class. A header is different from a heading. A header appears topmost of your page. So let's do that. So in our page, we shall go to insert tab, then here choose header. So you can say custom header, or I can use something like that. And here I put my names. Can I have both names from one of you?
Yes. Johanna Mauro.
Like that?
Yes.
Spell that.
URO.
Hmm?
URO.
Like that. Class?
Form 2.
S2, something like that. Then you close header, footer, or double click in your work. So members, a header and a footer appears on all your work. So that is a header, and we have completed our work. So when we go back to the question is done. We save changes. So we have finished our work. So I've saved changes. We can close it. Let me share screen again. Share entire screen. You can see my screen again?
Yes.
Okay. So the work we did is here. So you open your folder, open your work, you find your work is there. So next on our agenda, or what we were supposed to cover. So I'm going to send this work in our group. We can go and do it when we get computer or on our computer at our leisure time. Do it and present it. Is that okay? Those who have computers.
Okay.
So in addition to that, we have this revision work. I want you to do research, what a footnote is, toggle case, distinguish between cut and copy. You do all this, then you will send back feedback. I'm putting it in the group right now. So otherwise, I still thank you for participating and being an active class. Today we are looking at word processing. We typed, you raised up hands, we discussed. So to wrap up, I've said, go and do that work on your computers, you submit it. Also attempt the theory part and submit it. Lastly, allow me to talk about our services and how we will continue to do online learning. First and foremost, our online classes are for 500,000 for a full year. They are for 500,000 for a full year, which includes, like, you need to continue having teachers interacting with you. You have to get live classes. You are given a course which has all your subjects, like all the subjects you do. You attempt assignments, they mark them, they grade you. All this happens for a full year, but if you are a serious learner, you may not finish the 365 days on senior 2. You can do it within 6 months and you get senior 3 work at the same price, 500,000, when teachers are helping you now and again. If you can't manage 500,000, you can read the content from our website, 2 days free. 1 month, 20,000, 3 months, 50,000, 6 months, 70,000, then 365 days, those are 12 months, 100,000. Else, you can buy the subjects, or what we call downloads, 10,000, one subject, or you can buy entire subject, the entire subjects that you do at 50,000 in secondary. Otherwise, have a good evening. Thanks for your active participation and listen to me. Thank you very much. Have a good evening and a good night. Catch you tomorrow. Yes, Johanna.
Sir, how are you going to pay the money?
Yeah, payment of the money. Okay, I can show another screen then to answer those questions. Payment for mobile money, payment can be by mobile money. It can be by bank. So if you put money These tabs are still sleeping. Let's wait for them. So if you pay by bank, we give you the account or you just get it from the website. Okay. So those who need to continue, you need to contact us and we give you more guidance. Any other person with a question? Any other person with a question? These pages are delaying to load. I wanted to show you something. Anyone with a question?
I don't think so, sir.
Yes, Minister Gift, you have been quiet.
Sir,
Hmm.
I want you should send us that thing which shows like paying per month, per like for a year, and then because like my friend wants to pay, but she first want to see it.
I can't hear you well. Come again. Come again.
See you.
Okay, the screen is here.
I was like,
Speak. Okay, you will speak later. So now you can see my screen. This is the shop or the where you can buy different subjects for your class. If you want to buy those of A-level for your class, from primary 1 up to senior 6, all the subjects are there. Like you hear people buy goods on Jumia, our website also you can buy goods on the site. Yoram, mute your microphone, it brings echo. If you want to buy subjects, you visit this link. Let me put it in the chat. That is for buying subjects only. Then those who want to subscribe for a full year and have teacher interaction, the page is here. You download different courses. I mean, you subscribe to study for a full year at 500,000. So the link, let me send the link. It's loading. So here you see subscribe to all senior 6, senior 5, senior 4, senior 3, senior 2, senior 1. So when you want to subscribe for senior 2, you click there. It should show you all the subjects in senior 2 when you are buying. So these are the subjects in senior 2. Biology, CRE, chemistry, computer, geography, history, math, physics, agriculture. So all those subjects are there and more. So when you tap add to cart, I'm telling those ones who may need to purchase online. So when you tap add to cart, here it will ask you your first name, your last name, company you can put where you stay or your former school, then country, Uganda, you can leave it at that, street address and the rest town. And then at the end of it all, you see here they are telling you total is 500,000. And now you can choose to buy by bank transfer, mobile money, and the rest. So those are the details that you need to follow. Otherwise, have a good evening and a good night.